So at this point, I'm offended. I feel away.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys know what time it is. Judging by the title, I have another story time. I told you guys that I had a list of story times, and I'm gonna run all through them just for you. So, judging by the title, the story starts off like this. Every time I say the story starts off like this, that's how you know it's gonna be juicy. This story is about the time I went to Aruba with 6 girls and myself, so 7 of us, and it was definitely given Bad Girls Club. Baddies, South Central baddies, every type of baddie show you could think of. This is what this house was giving, right? And the 7 of us did not know each other. Let me correct that. 6 of us did not know each other. We went on this trip for one girl, the birthday girl, and her name is going to be, I'm going to start handing out names from the beginning. Her name is going to be Jezebel. Yes, Jezebel. And I'm not being facetious and I'm not being shady. This girl was promiscuous as fuck, and she stood 10 toes in it. So that's why I don't mind even calling her that, because she was proudly promiscuous. And man run she life. Everything was men, many men. Literally, this girl literally would not bust a move if it didn't include like some type of like male relation. So we're gonna call her Jezebel. Jezebel was the birthday girl, and the 6 of us were her friends, and we all came from different states and areas, and she invited us to her birthday trip in Aruba. I didn't understand the severity of going away OTC out the country with anyone that you did not know or anyone that was not fond of you until the Shanquella Robinson situation. And after that tragedy happened, if you guys don't know what happened to Shanquella, she was a young lady who traveled out to Mexico with her friends, heavy quotations on friends, and they ended up unaliving her on the trip under mysterious circumstances. But there was a lot of rooted jealousy and envy and a lot of like just weird stuff going on before that tragedy happened that led up to it. So I went out the country with 6 bitches I did not know. I don't know them. The birthday girl, I barely knew her, so I was bugged out for that. I would never ever do that again, like ever. So Jezebel was this girl I met at a fashion show, and it was like a fashion show pop-up shop, and she was real cool. She was so interested in me, and at that time I didn't have a lot of friends who were interested in fashion, so whenever I met someone who was interested in fashion, I would like be so geared up to like hang out, link up, whatever. Jezebel ended up becoming my frenemy, and I did not know that until like after the Aruba trip, but I'm just gonna break down what happened. So Jezebel and I were friends just for maybe like about 2 years by the time we went to Aruba. We went to a few more trips together before that, which were a little weird, a little shady, but still okay. It was still like okay enough for me to feel like I can go on another trip. But the other trips that we went on, we had mutual friends. This was the first trip that we were going where I didn't know anyone on the trip. All these people were her friends. So Jezebel was this type of girl where she was very insecure, like, and I hate when insecure females befriend me, because I'm a person, I went through my insecurities already. I went through them, okay? Through all of junior high school, elementary, every grade school you can imagine. I went through my insecurities. I dealt with them. So when women come and they're insecure, I can't allow you to just put that on me. You get what I'm saying? I can't allow you to just throw it all, like trauma dump on me. So she was one of them type of girlies where her insecurities bled like through her pores. Like, you ever met someone who made negative remarks about themselves and always compare themselves to other people, but they would do it in a sarcastic way, like, yeah, I know I'm fat and ugly, like, I guess I'm just not as beautiful as you guys, like, it is what it is, I don't care, I live with it. Ew. Like, girl, come on, like, girl, like, don't do that, like, don't, like, I just hate that. So Jezebel's trip was a last minute trip, and she basically based this whole trip around competing with her other birthday twin, which was one of her best friends who had a birthday a day apart. And they were like always competing like during birthdays. I don't know how they do that, because me and my friends, we're not going to compete for birthdays. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Either we're going to celebrate together or we're going to celebrate separately and show each other love, but we're not going to compete, especially if our birthdays are in the same season a day apart. Like, come on, like, that's ridiculous. So her whole birthday was rooted around what this other friend was doing, which was her best friend, right? But they used to talk hella shit about each other and then be friends again and then shade each other. So they had that weird frenemy relationship, which some girls are okay with. You ever met a girl who's just like, yeah, me and my friends are shady, but we love each other, we hang out, it's a social thing? They were like that. So I didn't really care for that. So when she used to complain to me about this friend, I used to just roll my eyes, because I'm like, you're gonna hang out with her again, so I don't care. So this trip was last minute, because she waited for the other girl to make her plans so that she can make hers. So when she found out that her other friend, which I'm not going to give a name because she's not really important in the story, she's going to come up again, but she's not so important. She found out that this other friend was going to Miami and doing a birthday dinner in Miami. She comes to me like, oh yeah, like, I'm checking that, like, because now this girl's staying in States. Now I can go out the country. Yeah, passport stamp mommy. Like, we outside. Now I can one up her. Which was so cringe to hear, because it's like, girl, your birthday is about you. It's not about one-upping anybody. But I'm always up for a trip out the country, so I was all for it. I was hyping her up like, yeah, where are we going? Passport stamp mommy. Yeah. So that was me. Like, I always love traveling. Like, that's how I'm going to start my travel vlog series on here. And my Tulum vlog is going to be up in one more week. After this video is posted, my Tulum vlog should be up. I did a solo trip to Tulum. It was lit, you guys. But I'm hyping her up like, yeah, like, we outside, let's go. So she plans the trip or whatever, maybe less than a month before we actually leave. 2 weeks or so before her trip, she asked me to take some birthday pictures for her. You guys know I have a camera, and she was like, hey, can you just come with me to the studio, take some pictures of me, we'll do something cute. No, we went to a hotel. Yeah, we went to a hotel, not a studio. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever, I'll do that for you. I pick her up, got her balloons, got her a cake, did her pictures for her, all that stuff. This is why we fell out. A minor quarrel, mind you. She's editing her pictures for her birthday, and child, y'all, this girl proceeds to blush the hell out of her pictures. Like, you know what I mean by airbrush? When you edit, you go to editor app and then you just press the magic tool and then it makes you look like a cartoon character, basically. I cannot find not one pore on this girl's body in those pictures. I was just like, girl, like, you don't have to over edit your pictures. But remember, I said she was insecure, so you know, stuff like that comes with it, where people feel like they have to overcompensate or overdo something because they don't feel confident. And she didn't have the best skin, but then you also weren't taking care of your skin. This girl would wear makeup for 3 days straight, don't wash her face. So it was just kind of like, I can't feel bad for you, because see me, I take care of my skin. Like, you see how my skin is glowing? I take care of my skin. I don't even have any foundation on, you guys. All I have is concealer and some L'Oreal finishing powder, because I take care of my skin. If y'all want a skincare routine, all my skincare products are from Dollar Tree, so I can get that to y'all. I know everybody's skin is different, but these products are non-scented, which is what I like to use, whatever. But let me stop advertising here. So she was insecure. The pictures were overly edited, so I just gave her little friendship pointers. I was like, girl, you know, I don't think you should have like blushed out your pictures that much, because you look like a cartoon character. I think that the original photos just need a slight edit, and I think it could have passed, like, you know what I'm saying, like for something real editorial and fashionable. She took offense to that. She was just like, oh, like, you always got something negative to say. Like, I don't think I have something negative to say. I think I'm being honest with my friend. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, hey girl, you look like Scooby-Doo, or you look like some type of, like, I don't know what to say, but I didn't say anything negative. I just told her the truth. So we end up quarreling and not talking over that, right? Instead of her just being like, just grateful that I even did the shoot for her. Mind you, she ended up posting the pictures and everything, so it was just kind of like, girl, you weren't that mad at me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so at this point, I had already bought my flight ticket to the trip. And I was just like, you know what? If anything, I can always just trade in my ticket for some credit or whatever. I didn't pay her for the Airbnb yet, so I didn't really mind. About like 3-4 days before the trip, right? I get a phone call from her, from Jezebel. And she's all like, hey, you know, I know that we were like fighting or whatever, but I don't think it was that serious. I just wanted to call you to make sure that you were still coming on the trip, or if the case may be, I'm just calling all my girls. I want to add you to the group chat. You didn't get to meet the girls yet or whatever. They're excited about you. Remember I said that? They're excited about meeting you, blah blah blah, this and that. So I'm all confused, but I'm just like, whatever, girl. I'm like, whatever, girl. If you want me to come on this trip, I'm not gonna turn down a nice trip. And you guys, this was around COVID time, so things were super cheap. Flights were cheap, Airbnb was cheap, travel was cheap, everything was dumb cheap. And we were getting a lot of like money during, like, well, I was getting a lot of money during the pandemic from various sources. So I was ready to go outside. It was good for myself. I was ready to travel outside. So like, I was ready to go outside, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'll come on a trip or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not salty about anything. I'm not upset about anything. So she's like, yeah, just send me the money. At the time, the Airbnb was $200 per person, and it was 7 of us, which was dumb cheap, you guys. That Airbnb was about, like, give or take $1,400 for a 5-night, 4-night stay. And it had what, 6 bedrooms in the main house. Every bedroom had its private bathroom, had a balcony, patio, whatever. And the house had a separate guest house that had its own kitchen and everything attached to the property. A huge pool, a shower outside, a huge kitchen. It was just a gazebo. It was just massive. I'm gonna try to include some clips in here so you guys can see, right? The house was gorgeous. So I sent her the money that night. So while we were on the phone, she's all like, hey, you know, you said that you were gonna make me an outfit to wear on the trip as one of my birthday gifts. Is that something that you're still doing? So at the time, it wasn't clicking to me, like, oh, so that's why you're inviting me on a trip. Because come to find out later on, this girl didn't have barely any money, spending money, shopping money, didn't have no birthday outfit, she didn't have anything. So her calling me to come on a trip was a means for her to get a free outfit. You guys know I'm a designer. shop.harasnyc.com. New collection launching this spring summer 24. But as a designer, I always have this issue where women would befriend me off of the sakes of being able to get free designs or cheaper discounted clothes or just borrow my stuff. Just, they would do that a lot. And I realized, I stopped being upset about it because I realized it comes with the territory. Even though I'm not like that, I don't meet people and feel like, oh, how can I benefit from you? What skill or craft or trade do you have that I can use or, you know, capitalize on? I don't think like that, but a lot of girls do. A lot of people in general do. So I realized it just comes with the skill and talent and territory. So that was the case. She basically was inviting me because she wanted to know if I would still give her the free outfit because her ass didn't have no outfits. And I call her that because she really was doing some dumbass shit. Like, I'm not even, anything I'm saying that sounds shady towards her is because she was doing a lot of shady, nasty, bummy things. You know what I'm saying? Bummy things. Like, so being the generous queen that I am, you know what I'm saying, I was like, yeah, I'll give you the outfit because it was in the end for me. I was most likely gonna give her, well, I did give her like one of my samples that I designed, one of a kind, and it was sitting on my rack, and I was like, I'll alter it to her size and give it to her as a gift. And the day it was still fire because it was custom materials, it was feathers, diamonds. It was beautiful, you guys. I had a picture of it. I think I have a picture of it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to see if I find a picture of it. So I was like, yeah, I'll still give it to you. Like, I don't have an issue with that. Mind you guys, this wasn't a birthday outfit. This was just an outfit for her to wear on the trip. I knew it was going to be in Aruba. It's going to be hot. So I gave her some bikini cover-up dress type of custom design look, right? So the day of the trip arrives. I still have not been added to this group chat. I was impressed about being added to it. I don't know anyone that's going besides Jezebel. And we're all traveling on separate flights. So I'm just like, okay, let's just see what it hits for. I pack. I get ready to go to Aruba. I get to Aruba. I'm in the airport. I'm doing my COVID testing or whatever. And Jezebel hits me up. And she's like, hey, you know, have you landed yet? And I'm just like, yeah, I just got here, whatever. I'm doing my COVID test. She's like, oh, you know, I just wanted to ask you, like, when you get here, like, would you be able to, like, do my hair? I was just like, your hair's not done? Like, I'm thinking about, like, you know, curl, crimp, or whatever. Because I remember, like, she had asked me, like, if I could bring my crimper. So I was like, oh, you want me to crimp your hair? And then she's like, no, like, I need you to install my wig for me and stuff, whatever. I'm like, girl, I have on stiletto nails. At that time, you guys, I used to wear my nails super long. Right now, my nails are not that long. But I used to wear my nails super duper extendos. I'm gonna put a picture in here so you guys can see how crazy long my nails was. And yes, I used to design with my nails being that long because I actually learned how to sew with nails on. So I'm just like, girl, I just got my nails done, and I think my nails were like $200, and I had just got them done like the day before because I had rushed to prep for the trip. So everything I got done was like the day and the night before. Fresh nails. Like, I'm like, girl, like, you don't have anybody else? She's like, no, you're the only one who knows how to, like, put yourself together out of this group. Like, I don't trust any of them with my hair or anything. Like, can you just please, like, help me out? So I'm like, girl, I'm gonna see what I can do, but I can't do much with these nails. So I'm like, send me a picture of your hair, because I'm still curious. Like, girl, send me a picture of the wig. I just want to know, like, I'm a Capricorn. I like to know what I'm, like, saying yes to, what I'm embarking on. Like, send me a picture of, like, what the situation is looking like before I actually, like, agree to it. You guys, I'm about to insert this picture. I'm about to insert this picture below. Next slide. This is how this girl left her house, got in an Uber to JFK International Airport, boarded a flight, got off, went through customs, and went to Aruba with her hair looking like that. One thing I'm never gonna do again is trust a girl who cares so much about her birthday, so much about doing her biggest one. I'm doing my big one, my big one. And you know exactly when your birthday is. Every year, you know when it's coming up. You're counting down the days to your birthday every year of your life. And you're that unprepared. That's insane to me. And I've heard of birthday zillas. But girl, if you're going to be a birthday zilla and you're going to be so needy and you're going to want this, that, and the third from everybody else. It's my birthday, do this for me. It's my birthday, you should do that for me. Then you should at least have most of your shit done. And people should be helping you with things that literally, like, are, like, things that are, like, accidental or last minute inconvenience. It shouldn't be people doing what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. For your birthday. You feel me? So yes, ridiculous. So I said, girl, I am not about to plait your hair, okay? Like, I'm gonna give you 2 cornrows and you're gonna try to flatten it and slap that wig on. She's like, yeah, but, like, can you bleach the knots of the wig because it's, like, not as seamless? I'm like, what do you mean seamless? What do you mean bleach? This girl brought bleach to the trip. Like, this girl was so unprepared. You see that little luggage you saw her sitting on? That was the only thing she had. That carry-on was all that she had to her name in Aruba. And Jezebel had a habit of doing this. She had a habit every time we traveled. she would bring just a little book bag, a little carry-on bag, or a little carry-on suitcase. And it's like, girl, I know you're not packing what you need to pack for these 4 or 5 day trips, trying to stunt with a carry-on, girl. Like, you can't even bring perfume in a carry-on. You could barely fit your footwear, your hair accessories, your curling irons, like your skincare routine. Like, you can't fit any of that in a carry-on. Like, you know what I put in my carry-on? My shoes. I put all my shoes in my carry-on, whatever can fit, the heaviest shoes, because I know that they don't weigh the carry-ons. That's why I just put my shoes in there, and then everything else goes in my other suitcase. Even if I have to pack 3 suitcases, I don't care. I'm packing it. I'm gonna make sure I have everything I need to travel, and she knows that, because we've been on trips with each other before, you know what I'm saying, countless of times. So like 3-4 times, and she knows I'm gonna bring the whole 9 yard with me. I'm gonna pack everything I need. Like, I'm not gonna need to go to the store for Nathaniel. You know, I'm a Capricorn. That's just how we are. I'm like, girl, I'm not bleaching your knots to your wig. If you guys know what bleaching knots to wig is, drop it in the comments and tell me if you would ever go on a trip where you're paying for every second that you're there. Because even though it's your birthday trip, I still spent my money, and I'm paying for every second that I'm there. Would you want to be going to bleach anybody? Girl, I don't want to go on a trip and bleach my own knots. Like, I'm not doing that. I told her, I was like, I respectfully, like, girl, I don't care if them other girls don't know how to do nothing. Show them what to do and have them help you before I get there, and I'm going to help you the best I can. So I get to the Airbnb. So at the time I get there, it's only her and 3 other girls. The other 2-3 girls didn't show up yet. They were in the following flight. So I get there, I meet the girls, whatever. I'm not going to give all of them names because they're really not that important to the story. Some of them are, though. So I meet the girls. They're cool, whatever. Everybody's like saying hi. Nobody's overly excited like she said they would be, but everything's cool. She's not even excited. I get there and Jezebel has like this stink face attitude. Mind you, we're in this beautiful mansion. Like, we're in a mansion, y'all. Like, beautiful place. And she's upset. So I'm like, why are you so mad? She was just like, oh, because we didn't get any liquor yet, like, for the house. And I'm calling the other girls to get liquor, and they don't want to. And I still got to get my hair done. I'm trying to go to the hookah lounge tonight. And I'm just annoyed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, girl, like, have some grace. Like, God blessed us enough to get us out here. OTC. We're in Aruba. We're doing things a lot of people don't get the chance to do. Have some goddamn humility. Goddamn, can't even talk out my words all jumping up. These girls ain't got no goddamn grace at all. So I'm just like, girl, let me pick my room and settle down, and then I'll do your hair. She's like, oh no, we're not doing rooms yet. I already assigned everybody their room, but everybody's gonna get their room when everybody get here. She was trying to be some military agent about this crib. I'm just like, girl, you better have a gift basket, personalized gift basket waiting on the bed for us when we get inside these rooms the way you going, girl. Like, what the hell? So we're all in the living room, the main area downstairs, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, let me just get your hair started. So I did those 2 braids for her, pour me with my brand new stiletto nails. And then, you guys, her hair was so dirty. Oh my god, her hair was dirty. It had so much dandruff. And you know when somebody had their braids in for so long and then they just took it out, she didn't wash it, it was dry, it was brittle, it was stank. I was just like, oh my god, like, my fingernails were burning. Like, I was so annoyed. Like, that's why I hate being the friend that know how to do shit. I hate it. I don't want to be useless, but I don't want to be useful for anyone, because it's so annoying that people would depend on you and rely on you because they know you know how to do something. Because you literally told me that nobody on this trip knows how to do hair or whatever, but you expected me to know how to do it, or me to do it for you. Mind you, if I was one of those persons you didn't consider and knew how to do anything like beauty related, You would have made sure you came to the trip with your hair done. Don't rely on me. I don't like that and put me through that. And now if I say no, you're gonna feel away. So she put her wig on by herself. She didn't bleach her knots. Nobody else bleached it for her, and definitely not me. And she looked, I don't know. She looked okay, I guess. I don't want to be shady, but she looked okay. She didn't look how you should look on a birthday trip for your birthday. Like, and at the time, y'all, this girl, I didn't know what she did with her money. Because she would always be at work. But she was a drunk, too. Like, sidebar, she was a drunk. You ever see those friends that you don't want to go out with them because they can't handle their liquor and you got to take care of them? She was one of those people. Like, I hated going out with her. The only reason why I didn't mind going on trips with her because there were other people there to take care of her, so I could have just opted out. But personally, going out with her, I hated it. I think that she spent money on alcohol because she was working, but she never had money to do anything. Never. So the wig she put on her head was, it was cheap looking. It was like, it was a wig you could have got off the mannequin in the beauty supply store, like, and not Brazilian. Like, it was just, let me stop cutting ass, but it was just, she was just not up to par. But that's my friend. I helped her juju it up the best I could. And was like, I told her the truth. I said, girl, this ain't the best option, but we here and I think it's decent. I told her that. So the other girls arrived to the Airbnb. And this is where the drama starts, because the girl that was the most drama filled was included in this group of girls. So none of us know each other. Everyone's meeting each other on a walk-in. We all exchange little calm little highs or whatever. Now it's time to assign us our room. So I had 2 luggages and a carry-on. I packed out to come because I came with the looks, y'all. I wanted to get dressed and stunt. I seen the property. I was like, oh yeah, this is endless opportunities to catch content. Like, I came packed up. So I was like, yo, I'm taking this room right here downstairs because it led right into the pool area. And then I didn't want to go up the stairs with all this luggage that I had. I had so much baggage. So she's like, oh, no, like, I already assigned rooms and your room is upstairs next to mine's, because the master bedroom has 2 connecting rooms and I want my 2 best girls right next to me. And I'm just like, girl, out of all these people here, after introductions, I'm the one you know the least. At this point, I probably knew you like a year and a half, 2 years. All these girls you've known for years. So how am I your best girl? Like, what are you talking about? Like, so I'm just like, girl, I don't want to go upstairs with my luggage. She's like, no, I already assigned rooms. Mind you, the girl that she assigned the room that I wanted, she was all like, girl, you can have this room. I don't care. I could take the balcony. Like, I don't mind. Like, it is what it is. She had a fit, y'all. Like, she had the biggest fit about it. And I didn't understand why it was so important and imperative for me to room upstairs next to her. I didn't get it. I didn't understand at the time. So she starts making a big deal about it. I'm like, you know what, girl? She's like, oh, it's my birthday, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, you know what, girl? Whatever. I'll go upstairs. But you're going to help me with these luggages. So I'm not trouting up these luggages with my nails, doing your hair, all this up the stairs. So she's like, cool, fine. We'll help you with your luggage. So they take my luggage upstairs. Here comes the bitch I could not stand the whole entire trip. What are we going to call her? I'm going to call her Suki. Because she acts just like Sukiyana. Like, and no offense to Suki. I like Suki. But she acts like the worst version of Sukiyana 24/7. So, she kind of look like Suki, just a slimmer version. Just real, like, oh, don't like her. She was co-signing Jezebel this whole entire trip. So she was a little co-signing about the room too, like, oh, it's her birthday, so if she wants y'all in certain rooms, like, I don't know why y'all arguing back with her. Like, I hate people like that. Don't talk around me. Like, talk directly to me. Tell me, Sarah, I don't know why you're arguing with the birthday girl when she wants you to be in that room. Don't say, oh, I don't know why y'all, because it wasn't y'all, it was me. It was one person, uno. Like, it wasn't y'all. I hate when people generalize something that they want to direct. Like, girl, put a stamp, put an address on it, and deliver it. Because I'm going to accept whatever message you're carrying so I can rebuke. So, I was kind of talking out loud like, oh, yeah, well, this is what works best for me, etc. So I got tired of arguing about it. We went upstairs for my stuff. So we're the first night. I'm saying we're the first night. This is the first night in the house. Jezebel's like, oh, let's go to a hookah lounge. Jezebel loved hookah, y'all. She lived for hookah. She had a hookah in her house. She had hookah pens for days. Hookah, 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 hookah. I don't smoke hookah. Hookah makes me lightheaded. Hookah makes me feel queasy. I don't like hookah. I also don't drink. Not saying that I haven't drink or I can't drink, but I'd rather not drink. I don't like the way alcohol tastes. I don't like the way it feels running down my throat, sitting in my stomach. I don't like anything about it. So I don't smoke hookah. I don't drink alcohol. So I didn't care to go to a hookah lounge, but it's her birthday. We're gonna be outside. Like, let's go. So we go to this hookah lounge. I'm gonna insert some clips here. I don't care if people face this shirt. I'm gonna try to block them out if I feel like it, but if they show, they show, whatever. So we're at the hookah lounge, and it was dry. Like, we tried to make the best of it. It was dry. None of the girls were kind of like meshing or talking with each other. It's like every girl was just having like personal side conversations with the birthday girl, but no one was like making an effort to interact with each other as much. Like, it was just off. You could tell we were a group of girls that all came from different backgrounds, different places. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just tell off the rip. None of us dressed the same. None of us talk the same. None of us act the same. It was just off. So the drama starts here. While we're at the hookah lounge, Jezebel comes to me and she's like, in front of everybody, mind you, she's like, Sarah, I don't like that you posted the Airbnb before me. You know that we have mutual friends on Instagram, and you went and posted the entire house. Now people already seen my birthday house before I wanted to show them. I wanted to make a TikTok about it and then post it, etc., etc. I'm like, what are you talking about? So now she literally pulls up my story from when I first entered the house. Y'all, when I first entered the house, I was gawked out. I was like, oh my god, it's so nice in here. This is beautiful. I can't believe I'm about to spend 4 or 5 days in here. It's so beautiful. And I took some videos of the whole house. Like, I walked into every room like, y'all, we outside, we outside, like, oh, we outside. I was like, nah, this is the house, y'all. Like, I love staying in luxury. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I can't wait to live in luxury. So I'm like, you mad about that? She's like, yeah, because we have mutual people. Girl, we only had maybe like 6 mutual people on Instagram. We have not been in each other's life that much. I don't know anybody in your life that much. Like, girl, relax, and vice versa. We had like 6 people. So she was like, I want you to delete it. And I'm just like, girl, it's been up for like 6 hours now. Like, delete it for what? Whoever's seen it that you didn't want to see it, then seen it already. Like, it's my story. Like, I'm not deleting it. She felt away. She was just like, oh, this is what I didn't want. That's why I didn't want you to come on this trip to begin with. Mind you, this is the first night, y'all. This is the first night. All of a sudden, you didn't want me to come on the trip. I didn't want you to come on the trip to begin with because you always do what you want to do, blah, blah. No, I do what's best for me at all times. And as long as what's best for me isn't violating or hurting somebody else, yeah, that's what I'm finna do. Yeah. Yeah. So the conversation ended awkwardly with Suki jumping in as usual. Like, oh, if she just wants you to delete the video, then just delete the video. I don't know why it's that serious. You can upload it again. You can save it and upload it again. But for what? But for what? Save it and upload it again for what? I'm on a trip that I paid for to come here. I didn't do anything wrong. So I was already turned off from that. That turned me all the way off. I was just like, hell no. So we get back to the Airbnb. I call it a night. They all kind of stayed up late and drank with each other. I went to bed. I went on the phone talking to my boyfriend on FaceTime all night, and then I went to bed. The next day we wake up. This girl was supposed to have a full itinerary ready for us. This is what she was bragging about this whole time. Like, oh, I made an itinerary. Mind you, she only did that because, like I said, her other friend that she was competing with had posted an itinerary for her birthday shenanigans and decorated it on Canva and posted it on Instagram and made it a thing, and now she wanted to do that too. But she was so unprepared. Like I said, she was unprepared. Even the night before, I forgot, when we went to the hookah lounge, the outfit that she wore had stains on it. And I wasn't surprised it had stains on it because I've seen her wear that outfit already. Not saying you can't re-wear your stuff, but you're coming out to Aruba for your birthday. It would take nothing for you to go online, take $100 and get some new cute little outfits to go away. For you to be wearing something that you probably took out your laundry bag, it's crazy to me. So she was so unprepared, like in every aspect. Itinerary was not ready. That day she told us that we were supposed to be going to Flamingo Island. Flamingo Island is a spot in Aruba where all the flamingos, you could take pictures with them, you could feed them, be around them, etc. So I was excited to go out with an outfit especially for Flamingo Island. Like, I was excited. I start looking up information about Flamingo Island, how far it is, etc., etc., like distance, how much. So I asked her, I was like, I see a little, you know, notation at the bottom of the website, like, oh, you can only go to the island if you're a resident at this particular hotel, and if you're not, you're going to have to pay for a shuttle from here to here and then pay this admission. And when it all came out, it came out to like $125 a person. So I wrote her in the group text, because now they put me in a group text while we was in the trip. I wrote her in the group text, I was like, hey, do you know that we got to pay $125 to get into Flamingo Island? Because, you know, she didn't let us know that before. So I'm just making sure everybody know. And she was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Where? When? I'm like, girl, look at the fine print. So I sent her the link and screenshot it. And she was like, are you sure? That could be just for something else. I'm like, girl, read it. Like, reading is fundamental. So now the other girl starts saying, oh no, I'm not paying $125 to go on Flamingo Island. That wasn't a part of the agenda. I already got to pay for this. I already got to pay for that. I'm not paying for this. I didn't mind paying for it because, like I said, at the time I had money and I was doing bad money management anyway, so I was spending money on anything that I wanted to do, which was bad. I don't do that anymore, but this is what I was doing at the time. So I was ready to go Flamingo Island. Her herself, she probably didn't have the money either, because she started opting out like, oh yeah, we should probably just do something else then. I was so mad because I made an outfit the color of a flamingo, made the legs like these ruffled. It was just so cute. It was giving flamingo, and I was really excited to wear it.
You guys, this is the outfit that I did not get to wear to Flamingo Island. I designed it specifically to go there. But since I didn't get to wear it, I turned it into a sample and I sold it to one of my clients, and she definitely looks fire. I'm happy she got a chance to wear it, period.
So she's like, you know what? Well, let's just go and walk on the beach, etc., etc., because, you know, I'm not paying that price. And I just started getting irritated because I'm just like, everything that you said we were going to do, I packed and planned my trip around that. And now we're at the second day of the trip, and the only thing we done was go to a hookah lounge. Now you're saying let's walk on the beach. So I personally, I didn't want to walk on the beach. I hate the way sand feels under my feet. And the vibes were just weird. Like, everybody was just to themselves or clicking up with another person, and birthday girl was like irritated. Nobody came out their rooms, you guys. We were sitting inside our rooms, like we were not coming out our rooms, hanging out in the general area, nothing. So I was just like, I don't really want to go. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay home, right? So I told her I was gonna stay home. She looked at me a certain way, and then she was just like, okay, whatever, I guess we'll come back, right, later. So I was like, cool. So that day I stayed home with myself. I caught content. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, doing me, whatever the case may be. They get back. They're all arguing, frustrated. I'm like, ooh, thank God I didn't go there, because y'all they looked hot. They looked sweaty. They looked annoyed. They looked bothered. Apparently, they got to the beach and the driver didn't tell them, like, how to navigate, and they didn't have any Wi-Fi, so they were just like lost and stuck for so long, and it took them so long to just get to the actual beach entrance. And by the time they got there, the beach was like closing down, so they didn't get to do anything. And then to get back, they didn't have any Wi-Fi to catch a cab, or they had to have locals help them. They just were unprepared, so they spent the day just sweating and trying to go nowhere, basically, which I was so glad I wasn't a part of. So now she's all like, yeah, let's just do another hookah lounge tonight. I was just like, girl, I'm not gonna keep doing these hookah lounges. Like, the vibe is not even there. I opted out of the hookah lounge. I was like, I'm not going. I already could start seeing her irritation. I could start seeing. But at that point, after you already told me that's why I didn't want you to come on this trip, I'm doing my own thing. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care about what you or any of your friends that I do not know is doing. I'm gonna do my own thing, because you already shaded me in the worst way, and I'm already out here. I can't leave. It is what it is. So I tell her, like, listen, you have a yacht plan tomorrow. It was the only thing that we actually paid and bought tickets for in advance, so I knew it was set in stone. So I was like, I'm just gonna rest up. I'm not feeling well, and then we can go to the yacht tomorrow. I promise I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Just have fun. Go out, y'all. So they go to the hookah lounge. When they come back, they're making all this noise, acting like they had so much fun. But my nosy ass, I was watching their stories the whole time they were at the hookah lounge. That shit was empty. They was the only people at the hookah lounge. They was the only guests. I'm watching, you know when you're watching people videos, so you watch the surroundings? It was y'all, the waiter, the DJ, and the store owner. Like, there was nobody there. So, but they made the best of it. I saw them, like, having fun and partying and stuff. Again, Jezebel looked crazy. She was wearing something that she already wore. And I hate that I keep saying that, because there's nothing wrong with that. But she was a cocky, insecure girl. She thought that she was the baddest, but then she also hated herself. So it was just kind of like, the least you could do is just make sure you look right. Make sure you look presentable. But she had a hard time doing. She always looked unkempt for some reason. Like, I hate people who look unkempt. Like, you look like you didn't shower. You look like you didn't take your time to get ready. You look like you didn't take your time to brush your hair. Nothing. She always looked unkempt. So the next morning goes, I get ready for the yacht. I had a cute outfit for the yacht. I had a nice little Dior outfit, etc., etc. I was just like, I made it custom. I was ready to shine out. When I wake up that morning, this is the first morning that I'm actually, like, getting ready in front of people, where they, like, we're all moving around getting ready. Remember, the day before, I was still in bed when they went out, and I didn't get dressed until they left. And by the time they came back, I had probably already took my makeup off, put my hair up, so they probably didn't even know I was in there catching content. So it was the first day I started getting glammed up. I'm in my room, and Jezebel keeps coming on my room door and knocking the door, for little stuff. Oh, can I borrow a flat iron? Oh, can I borrow a comb? Oh, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? So at one point, I was just like, girl, can I get ready? Because we gotta leave at this time, and I still don't have this done, and you're borrowing this, and you're borrowing that. And she was like, this is what she said. She was like, girl, why you think I put you up here next to me? Because I know I was going to need most of your stuff to get ready. I didn't bring anything. I don't have no spritz spray. I don't have this. I don't have that. So you made me carry my stuff all these flights of stairs because you wanted my help to get ready. That was what it was. User ass bitch. User ass bitch. And people will tell you and show you exactly who they are. Listen to them when they speak, because they're gonna air themselves out. They're always gonna air themselves out. So I'm just like, I was so like, it was distasteful for her to even admit to that. So now it's time for us to leave, and I was just looking for stuff to put in my purse, make sure I have everything. They're all downstairs. Here comes motherfucking Suki. Oh, it's not your birthday. Mind you, she's not talking to me. She's just talking loud in the house so I can hear. It's not your birthday, and you're taking forever. That's crazy. Like, I can't have friends like this. I don't know where you meet these people at. Blah, blah, blah. So I come out the room like, what's the problem? I think I was only like 6 minutes late. We were supposed to leave at like maybe 10:30. Probably like 6 minutes later. I'm like, girl, it's only 6 minutes. The driver's not even here. Y'all just grouped up outside taking pictures. This was the problem. I had a professional camera, so they were outside taking pictures on their iPhone. They wanted me to come down. Remember, my camera's not moving without me. My camera's not going nowhere without me. They already done broke. You know how many times I let friends use my camera and then broke it, lost equipment, different stuff. You're not using my camera without me. So I felt like they wanted me to come downstairs while they were taking pictures because they wanted to take advantage of using my camera. Because what are you bitching about? The cab driver is not here. What are you mad about? What are you mad about? Everybody, oh yeah, but why we gotta wait until the cab driver get here for us to group up, when if we group up now it would just be better so that we can just all leave one time? Like, girl, you're moving the goalposts. You're trying to find a reason to be upset. You need to relax, calm down. Me and her start going back and forth. So I'm going back and forth with her through the door. She can hear me in the whole house. So when I come downstairs now, y'all, I'm nice. I'm about to add the clip. I was looking nice, y'all. I was looking nice. So they all just staring at me. Not one of them told me I look nice. They all just stink facing me like, child. They was stink facing the fuck out of me. Like, bombastic side, dirty eye. Like, I'm like, okay. So the birthday girl, she had on, it's crazy because she had on this Shein outfit, right? It was this white bathing suit, regular bathing suit, and then like literally a white sheer dress over it, and then she had on these granny heels, orange granny heels, and I was just like, girl, why would you pop the white out with that orange granny heel? Like, everything that you could have done, like, that's what you wanted to do. Like, I just hate it. But what's so funny about the outfit is that when one of the girls was unpacking like when we first came, I was I think we were sharing at some point I ended up in her room and I seen that exact white outfit in the Shein pack because the girl had showed it to me. And I was just like, I wonder if they got the same outfit or if the girl gave it to her. Come to find out, the girl ended up giving it to her. Jezebel was doing this through the whole trip. She was literally asking every single person, like, for something that they could use or borrow, like, so she can have on the trip. Because she didn't have anything, y'all. She came there with nothing, Nathaniel. So we're on the cruise, right? We're on the yacht. I'm thinking it's a personal yacht. We get on the yacht, y'all. It's like one of those yachts that everybody buy a ticket for. So it was like a whole bunch of tourists, which was cool because honestly, thank God for the tourists. I spent the whole entire yacht trip with the tourists. I did not spend the yacht trip with those girls. They were not feeling me. Nobody spoke to me. Nobody said anything to me. They annihilated the book out of me, and I didn't understand why were they annihilating me, but I also didn't care because I was on this trip. It was my trip. It was it wasn't my birthday trip, but I spent my money. I'm gonna have a good time. So I'm just like, okay, I guess. So I had a good time with the travelers. It's funny because in one of these clips on my, literally I was like recording vlogging. I'm gonna go try to find and see if I find this clip for y'all. You can see Jezebel in the back of the side camera, like, grilling me. Like, I'm like, hey guys, I'm in Aruba. Yeah. And then you can see her in the back of the camera like this. Literally, like, this girl did not like me. So I'm like, why is this girl, like, bombastic side? I didn't see that clip until after the trip, but it all made sense, right? So we all get back from the yacht. We don't hang out. We don't talk, nothing. I go into the pool by myself that night. I'm on FaceTime with my boo. I'm in the pool. But I can see the other girls, like, peeking out from their balconies, from their patios, watching me in the pool. Like, it was so awkward. It was so weird. And Jezebel just kept walking back and forth. Like, she wasn't saying anything to me while I was in the pool, but she just kept walking back and forth, walking, pacing, just looking at me, right? So I'm telling my boyfriend, like, you know, I can't wait to come home because these bitches is weird, whatever. But I'm talking in code because I'm just like, I know they all in my business, listening to my stuff. So next day is Jezebel's birthday dinner. So she knew to come at me correct this day. She came in the morning. She tried to ask me, like, hey, are you awake? Are you good? Can I come in your room? She sat on my bed and she was just like, oh, how you liking the trip? Whatever. I'm just like, it's cool, whatever. She's like, yeah, because you're not really coming out with us, you're not really doing stuff with us, you're kind of doing stuff by yourself, and the other girls are worried, they feel like you don't want to interact with them, and I had spoke so highly of you. And I'm just like, girl, it's your trip, you or the other girls, just don't worry about me, just worry about yourselves. Just, it's cool, don't worry about me. So now she presumes to ask me for the outfit, which is why I said she was being nice to me. She asked me for the outfit. So I'm just like, oh, you wearing that today for your birthday? She was like, yeah, it's my birthday outfit. I'm like, she already told me what she was buying for her birthday. So I'm like, you didn't get that thing you were trying to order for your birthday? She's like, oh, no, it didn't come in time, blah, blah, blah. Lies. She probably just never bought it. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I gave her the outfit. So now she was hyped. She put that outfit on. All the other girls was just like, oh my God, you look mad nice. Hyping her up. Yeah, the outfit was popping because I designed it. Yes, yes. Mind you, it was an outfit I designed for myself and I never wore. So it was every time I design something and I don't wear it, it becomes like a sample. It's a sample even if I wear it. But when I do wear it, I make it a personal. But this was something I never wore, but I designed for me. It had ostrich feathers. It had rhinestones. It was so cute. So she's excited. So now we're supposed to be going to this restaurant where we're sitting like on the beach to eat. We get to this restaurant. Y'all, we get to this restaurant. Y'all, we get to this restaurant and she don't even have reservations. These people are like, oh, you need reservations. There's no slots available. The only place you guys can sit is like towards the bathrooms. And then you guys can't even be seated all together. We have to put half of you here, half of you on the other side. So I'm just like, they seat us on opposite tables. So I started to let my guard down a little bit. The girls that I was seated with, they seemed a little cool. We start vibing out. We start ordering drinks. We having a good time, etc. And then we look over and Jezebel and Suki and one of her other friends over there, and they're just like mean mugging us and all this stuff like that. So now Jezebel starts typing in a group chat and she's like, oh, that's crazy that y'all ordered drinks and y'all toasting without me and I'm the birthday girl. So now the other girl texts in a group chat. She's like, girl, what do you want us to do? Like, you want me to bring the drink? Y'all want us to bring the drinks over and toast over there? She's like, yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, so we bought the drinks over there. We toasted. Mind you, I bought her a gift. I come out. I pull out my gift. She used to like fitted hats, right? So I bought her a pink, and she was real girly. So I bought her, but she was tomboyish. But so I bought her a pink Nike fitted hat. And then I bedazzled it with rhinestones. But not any rhinestones. I had the chandelier hanger rhinestones all over it. It was beautiful. I ended up throwing that hat away because I felt like it had bad juju on it. But it was beautiful. And the reason why I ended up throwing it away, you're going to see at the end of the story. But she ended up violating my gift. So I gave her that. And then Suki got her some earrings, right? So she was so excited. Oh, she got her gift. She's taking pictures. She looked like she's happy. I'm like, finally, for the first time on this trip, girl, you're happy. Like, because you've been upset this whole time. So we give the girl her gifts. In that moment, everybody seems happy. Everybody seems copacetic. I start kind of getting along with the girls that I was sitting at the table with. And, you know, things seem like it's going good. We get ready to leave the restaurant to head back to the Airbnb. And Jezebel wants to take pictures. So she's like, oh, Sarah, where's your camera? I want to take some pictures. So I had left my camera at the Airbnb because I had to take my pictures at the Airbnb before we left. I had woke up really early that morning when all the girls were still sleeping, because remember they went to the hookah lounge the night before and they were still in bed till like 1 in the afternoon, and we had reservations for like what, 5 o'clock. So that morning I woke up, I got ready, I took pictures by the pool, and then I went upstairs and took pictures on my balcony with my outfit on. So I only had one battery at the time, and if you guys know, like, you have to charge your battery for like an hour sometimes for it to be fully charged. So by the time we were getting ready to leave, my camera was dead. So I was like, there's no point in carrying it because it got a charge and I already took my pictures. So I'll just catch whatever like views or extra content I have on my phone or whatever. So she asked me for my camera. I'm like, I left it at the Airbnb. She's like, oh, why would you do that? I don't believe you. You never go nowhere without your camera. If you don't want me to take pictures using your camera, just say that. You've been acting mad weird with your camera. Don't worry, I'm gonna get one. I used to hate that about my friends. I had a few friends that did that to me. Like, girl, I'm not the reason that you don't have a camera. The only reason why I have a camera is because one of my ex-boyfriends gifted me a camera when I told him that I wanted to do YouTube. And he bought me a camera for my birthday. Like, if you want a camera and you're a content creator and you want to take pictures, then do that. Get that. Get a guy to buy it for you, something. That is not on me. And it always seems like girls will have no problems taking pictures with their iPhone until they see my camera, and then all of a sudden their iPhone doesn't work anymore. And then now I'm responsible to take your pictures, send you your pictures. Sometimes they even ask me to edit the pictures. It's just annoying. Like, I just hate it. It's just, I don't mind taking pictures with my friends, but don't make it seem like I'm some walking photographer or walking camera equipment. I'm not. This camera has to be charged. It has to be cared for, taken care of delicately. It's an asset. It's not just for everybody to just be, you know what I'm saying? So she starts making a big deal. So I start telling her, like, girl, like, I don't know what you want from me. You invited me on this trip. You uninvited me. Then you invited me again. You asked me to bring you this. I bought it for you. You asked me to do this. I did it for you. You asked me to do that. I did it for you. Now I don't have my camera, and now it's a problem. Like, I did something to you on purpose. She was just like, whatever. If you didn't bring it, it is what it is. Because I'm like, girl, look at my bag. I think I had like a clear clutch, like a clear glass clutch. I'm like, do you see the camera in here anywhere? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, okay, then you didn't bring it on purpose. Just say that. Just say that. I'm like, girl, my camera's dead. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, oh, you could have bought it and charged it in here. Girl, charged it where? Sit on the beach and eat and leave my camera in somebody else's hands to be charged? Like, girl, you're ridiculous right now. Like, these girls don't understand liability. They don't understand anything. Like, so she was sour from then. She was so sour. Like, her attitude was sour. At that point, I felt like I almost had enough. This was my last strike with these girls, right? So we get to the Airbnb. I go upstairs. I want to shower. Remember, I've been up all day before these girls. I've been up all day. And they woke up a little later than me, so I had showered since the morning. So I'm like, I'm due for a shower, get myself together. So I go upstairs to my room, I shower, and then as I'm like, you know, drying off or whatever, I see all the girls in the pool. So some girls are sitting by the pool, some girls are inside the pool. So I'm like, okay, I should go join them. Like, let me just be a little like people person or whatever. Let me just go and join them. I go downstairs. I literally go downstairs. I put my bathing suit on. You know, I had on some custom day Haras NYC. Shop.day Haras NYC. If you have it for your custom swimwear. I had my day Haras NYC bathing suit on. And I walk downstairs to the pool. And as soon as I get to the pool, everybody conversation just stopped. Like, you know when people are having a conversation and then it might be about you or something they don't want you to hear because everyone just awkwardly stopped at the same time. Like, not one person continued to, like, jive on. Like, everyone just took a... That's how I know you guys were probably talking about me. You guys probably felt like I was in the shower. You guys were talking about me. This whole trip felt like it was centered around me. It was so annoying. So everybody just stopped. So I didn't say anything. I just walked. I put my towel down or a robe. I don't know what I had on. And I go inside of the pool. As I walk down into the pool and I sit down on one of the little pool benches that's like jetting water, like motherfucking clockwork. With the exception of the 2 girls that I sat at the table with earlier for the birthday dinner, all the other girls got up, including Jezebel, and just walked out the pool. Literally. Like, it wasn't even like a discussion. It wasn't like planned. It was just, they all just and dipped. So me and the other 2 girls are just looking at each other like, do I smell? Does it stink? Like, I'm wondering, like, what's tea? Like, why y'all getting up and leaving? Like, what I do to y'all? Like, what the fuck? So the other 2 girls was like, what's that about? I'm like, I don't know. Like, y'all, I was like, you was down here with them, you should tell me. She was like, honestly, I don't want to even be too mixy, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit here in your face and talk to you, because after I had lunch with you today, well, dinner or whatever, I feel like you're great vibes. I learned so much about you. You're dope. Your Instagram is dope. And before we came on this trip, Jezebel was warning us and telling us that she don't really fuck with you like that, and that you were like this, that, I forgot everything they were saying, but she was talking shit about me. And I was just like, for real? I was like, well, we got into it a few weeks ago, but I didn't think it was anything that deep. And she was like, yeah, I was confused when I heard you was coming on a trip still, because last I heard you was kicked off the trip because of some reason, and she's been bad-mouthing you since. And you know what I'm saying, like, when you popped up on the trip, she was like, me and her, like, she's talking for them, which means she's talking for the whole house, because if them 2 didn't know, she's like, me and her didn't know that you were coming until we got to the Airbnb in the airport. We was like, oh wow, you're here, like, you're Sarah. Like, we were confused. Like, I'm just like, wow, for real, interesting, this is news to me. So I'm like, oh, word, for real? It was like, yeah. And she was like, honestly, I'm not really liking a lot of the fake shit that's going on too, because she was like, how when her and Suki was, remember, they came in a separate group taxi from the airport than me and the rest of the girls. They came in last. She was like, when me and Suki was in the taxi, Jezebel was texting us, asking us if we can pick up some liquor and a birthday cake for her. And Suki was asking her, like, why you didn't been do that and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. And then Suki was asking her, where's the money, if she wanted us to go get it. And Jezebel was basically saying she didn't have no more money. And Suki was basically like, oh, well, like, talking mad shit. Like, after she hung up the phone with Jezebel, she was talking all this shit. Like, oh, why you not prepared? Why you didn't get your cake? Why you didn't get your liquor? I'm not doing that. I'm coming here to vacation. I'm not doing none of that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the same girl that been sticking up for you this whole time. This whole time. She been riding you for me, because she just don't like me. She's not your friend. She just don't like me. A lot of people, they will sit here and gang up with each other because they don't like the person. You don't even know me, you don't like me, because look how you're treating your friend, but yet you have an issue with me getting ready 6 minutes longer than everyone else. You have an issue with me not having my camera, not this, not that, like, and you didn't even want to do that simple thing for your friend. And that's one thing I hate. I hate when people hold me up to certain expectations they're not going to hold everybody else up to. And I hate when people isolate me and try to pick on me. Don't pick on me. Don't pick on me. Because I pick back. Huh. I pick back. I'm like, wow, this is news to me. Thanks for letting me know. Wow. She was like, yeah, I just can't do the fake shit no more. At first, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know the vibe. But Suki rubbed me the wrong way at the hookah lounge yesterday. And then they just kept talking about you. It's like everywhere we go, they just keep talking about you. They just keep talking about you. And I'm just like, why invite this girl on a trip if y'all don't want her here, if y'all don't like her? And she was just like, if they're going to do that to you, then they could do that to me. And she was basically telling me how she knew Jezebel from high school, but they haven't talked to each other in years. They just had each other on Instagram, and Jezebel will always like her stuff. And that one day Jezebel called her up and was like, hey, you want to come to Aruba with me? So she was like, she don't really know her too well. She know her, and it's been years, but she don't know her. You know what I'm saying? And then the other girl was like, yeah, for a fact, I know Jezebel from this job we used to work at together, but we have each other on Instagram, but we haven't hung out in years. This is the first time I heard from her, and I just took the opportunity to come to Aruba. And I'm just like, so we all just talking, we chopping it up. Mind you, Jezebel and Suki and the other girls are in the house, and it's me and these two girls out here just talking, and we're just coming to realization like, this shit is sketchy, this shit is weird. So we get out the pool and we're chilling by the gazebo. We just hear a little commotion inside, nothing crazy, but Jezebel starts wilding out. Jezebel starts throwing stuff around. She's getting mad. She's hitting stuff. She's like just screaming, don't talk to me, don't touch me. And we're like, what happened? So everybody runs in like, what's going on? What happened? Y'all. And this is where it was the biggest ultimate slap in the face. So I'm just like, I'm listening to see what's going on. Apparently, remember I told you her friend and me, her best friend, that they share birthday season together, they're a day apart. She had her birthday dinner. I guess she didn't post anything the whole time, so Jezebel thought that shit wasn't really guanin for her, because she didn't see no posts, no stories or whatever. So I guess the girl was holding her content. So the girl ended up posting her content on Jezebel's birthday. So the girl's birthday is 2 days or a day before Jezebel's. And she waited till Jezebel's birthday to post her pictures at midnight when it turned Jezebel's birthday. So I guess midnight was supposed to be when we were supposed to have some toast, cut the cake and stuff. And right before, the girl posts the picture. The girl looks nice. That girl, she has a great fashion sense. She looks nice. I don't really like her character, her spirit, but she can dress. That's one thing. I cannot like something you do or how you act, but whatever accolades I can give you, I'm going to give you. That girl could dress. She could put style, ting, everything together. So, the girl, she's arguing. Suki basically is putting tea like, oh, why you mad for? Fuck her. That dress is ugly. Fuck her. Like telling her like, fuck friend of me. Like she's shady. I've been told you to cut her off. She did this on purpose. So now I'm just like, you're mad because she posted her picture. She's like, oh, it's not just that she waited to my birthday to post the picture. Like, girl, it's just so childish. She waited until my birthday to post the picture, and she commented on my birthday picture because I guess the girl is shady, because Jezebel posted her picture like maybe like 11 o'clock, and then the girl posted her picture like 11:30, and then Jezebel's birthday is at midnight. So she posted it like 30 minutes after Jezebel, but right before Jezebel's birthday. Shady. It was shady, but not for me to react like that. And she was like, oh, she commented under my birthday picture. Mind you, Jezebel was excited about her little birthday picture on the beach. Nice swimsuit. So I'm just like, okay, she complimented you. What's the problem? She's like, no, she knows this is my birthday dress. Why would she call it a swimsuit? I said, girl, because it is a swimsuit. It's a two-piece rhinestone bathing suit and a feathered skirt that goes on top, and you're on the beach. I told you I was making you an outfit to wear on your birthday. I didn't tell you I was making you a birthday dress. I didn't tell you none of that. You knew what was going on, and I told you what you were getting. I showed you pictures and everything. So I'm like, you're offended by that? She's like, yeah, because this is supposed to be my birthday dress. This is my special birthday dress. Blah, blah, blah. She's trying to play me. I should have never wore this. I'm so mad my dress didn't come in, because if my dress came in, I would have ate her up. So imagine how I feel. I'm the designer of this outfit, this poppin' outfit. And she's basically trying to say that because of this girl's opinion, my outfit wasn't shit. You didn't even have nothing to wear, baby girl. You didn't have nothing to wear. Your closet was empty. You didn't have nothing to pack out. You didn't have nothing in your carry-on, nothing. You didn't have nothing to wear. So I'm just like, it just threw me off. Like, And then she started crying, y'all. She was in tears, boo-hooing. Like, this really affected her bad. That's how I knew she had deeper rooted issues. Like, even though as immature as these things were, the insecurity has to be at an all-time high. And the issues has to be deeper rooted. Because why are you in tears right now? Why are you crying? About what? For what? Somebody else celebrating their birthday on their timing? Girl, you need to be enjoying yourself. You're so ungrateful. We're out here in Aruba. We're in Aruba, like, and you're worried about what the next girl's doing out in the US. Girl. So at this point, I'm offended. I feel away. But I'm just like, I'm gonna let her have a little moment. Everybody's trying to console her. I'm the only one that's not consoling her because I feel like this is a crock of shit. I'm not consoling you. You're gonna have to get over it. Build a bridge and walk across that bitch. Like, Suki has something to say. Oh, it's just crazy. Like, it's supposed to be about her. Everybody should be just here for her right now. Because I started going off to my room. So I'm just like, are you talking to me? And she was just like, yeah, you're just like not interested. You're not a part of anything. I was like, girl, you don't even like me. She's like, I don't like the way you act. You came on this trip. You're on the phone with your boyfriend all the time. Girl, how do you know I'm on the phone with my boyfriend? Whenever I was on the phone with my boyfriend, I was in a private space. I was by the pool by myself, or I was in my room. Girl, you're watching too much Face. Stop worrying about me. You came here for your friend. You didn't come here for me. Stop worrying about me. That was the issue I had with them. They were too consumed and worried about me. Stop worrying about me. I could be on the phone with my boyfriend. I pay my phone, but I could do what I want. Stop watching Face. I'm like, I'm over this. Like, I'm over this. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I need to go out. Like, I need to cool my head. Like, so I was just like, I'm about to do, I do things solo. I was like, earlier when we went to the yacht, a couple of days ago, I saw a strip with a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff. I was like, I'm about to take myself out to eat. House ain't had no food anyways. Them girls was ordering pizza all week. All week long. And no food. No catered, nothing. So as I get dressed and get ready to go out, the other two girls that were chopping it up with me, they come to my room like, bitch, where you going? I'm like, I'm going out. Like, I'm not staying here for this. This is too much. They're like, we going too, don't leave us. I'm like, y'all coming too? All right, let's go. We outside. We can share the cab fee. Like, because I would pay this cab fee by myself. So they go get ready. So here comes Jezebel. She come knocking on my room door. And she's like, are you going out? I'm like, yeah, I'm going out. I'm going to have a drink or whatever. And she was like, okay. Then she see me putting on my heels, my shoes. And she's like, oh, you getting dressed? You going out, you getting dressed? She's being sarcastic. I'm like, yeah. So she was just like, oh, well, I'm going out too. So if y'all want to come where we going, she didn't say y'all. She said me. Because at this point, she didn't know the other two girls was coming too. She was like, I know you want to do your own thing, but if you want to come where we going, we're going out too. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Y'all can do what y'all doing. There's a lot going on. I don't want to be a part of that. So she's watching me put on my shoes. She's like, oh, I was just coming to ask you if I could borrow those shoes for tonight because the outfit I'm wearing is white and I don't got no other shoes but them funky ass old orange shoes she had on. Them granny shoes. And I was just like, no, I'm wearing these. And then these were my, what shoes were these? I think these were my Malone Blahniks. I'm bad with designer names, but these were one of my Good Up shoes. And I'm like, no, I'm wearing this. Like, it's my shoes. And it's so crazy because I have a story time on a friend who stole a pair of my shoes, my YSLs, for my birthday. And I dragged out that story time, and I plan on kind of re-recording it and giving y'all tea. But I don't know what's with these girls and shoes. Like, the way they be, like, in my last story time about my homegirl, remember she was wearing my shoes? Like, these girls just be wearing, I don't want to wear nobody's shoes. And I don't want people wearing my shoes anymore. Like, I just don't understand, like, why people always want to wear your shoes. Like, you sweat in your shoes. Your toes are funky. Like, as clean as my feet are, I make sure they are. When I wear my shoes, my feet will sweat. I'm walking in them. I'm doing exercise. My feet and my toes are going to get funky. And then you want to go put your funk in that. I just hate that. So I'm just like, no, I'm wearing my shoes. So now she just leaves. She didn't say nothing else. She just walks out. So when I'm getting ready to leave, I walk out. I had texted the girls like, oh, the cab is here. Meet me outside. So I walk out. They didn't say anything when I was walking out. The other girls, Jezebel and the other girls, they're just sitting in the dining room, just looking at me. You know, they was talking about me and getting ready to chop it up about me. Mind you, it's your birthday night, girl. It's midnight. It's your birthday. You should be celebrating life. You should be celebrating life. But instead, you worried about me. So they all sit in the dining room. Birthday girl looked messed up as hell. She was crying. Her eyes are puffy. Hair messed up. Just looking crazy. Now the other two girls follow up behind me, but I wasn't in the house. I was already out in the cab when they left. And then I waited like 5 minutes. So when they came in the cab, they was like, girl, why they were trying to argue with us, talking about, oh, don't let Sarah corrupt your mind. She's fake. She's this. She's that. And then they were just like, she didn't do anything to us, so we just gonna go out. So Jezebel felt away. That's what took them so long to come out. I guess she was going back and forth with them. I don't know why they so worried about me. I'm fake. What? I'm not trying to be friends with nobody. These girls wanted to come to my outing for myself. I didn't invite them. They wanted to come on their own. These girls spilled tea to me on their own. Like, I didn't ask for anything. So I'm just like, fuck it. Let them be mad. I was like, they said they're going out anyway. So go out. Don't worry about me. It's your birthday night. Go out. So we get to the restaurant. And we invite some girl that I met. Remember I told you I met people on the yacht the day before when I was chilling on my own. So I invited some girl. She was our age range. She was solo traveling and she was vlogging. So I had took her information on Instagram and I invited her out to eat. And she was coming and I told her the other two girls was coming. So now we all sat down. We had a good old time. We had some good food. We drank some good drinks. We had a good old spanking time. We're taking pictures. We're taking videos. We're posting on Instagram. Whole time Jezebel's in the store. We just watching enough face. Like, she's watching so much face. I'm like showing the girls, like, look at her, she all in our stories. The girls like, she in my stories too, she in my stories too. Like, girl, it's your birthday night. You're miserable. You're just watching. That's why you're not enjoying yourself. You're watching what everyone else is doing. That's why I said I cannot be around insecure people. They would drag your energy down. They would drain you. They would drain you with stuff that don't matter. Nothing matters but what makes you happy, and you're worried about everything else. I hate people like that. So we're about to pay for our food and we're making plans for the next day. We're like, fuck it, we're gonna spend our last day tomorrow just enjoying ourselves. We're not fucking with none of the bitches in the house. Me and the other girl we met, we're just like, we're all gonna go out or whatever. We're not gonna say anything to nobody. We're just gonna dip and go out. And then our flight was the next day anyways, but in the nighttime, so we're just gonna spend the day out. I got a text in a group chat. Remember I said we all had a group chat? I got a text in a group chat. It's Jezebel. She's like, hey, she said something along the line. She wrote a whole paragraph, but to sum it up, she was like, I just love the fact that it's my birthday night and you bitches came on this trip with me and y'all left me and y'all went and did your own thing instead of celebrating me. That's fucked up how y'all letting Sarah, she said me, Sarah, corrupt y'all heads. It's crazy, Sarah, because you spent the whole trip talking to your boyfriend and ignoring us, not going out with us. Like, some shit, she said, whatever. But I see how things are. You don't gotta say nothing to me no more. You're dead to me, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Singled me out. She ain't say nothing about her other two friends leaving on their own will, nothing. Just literally sent a semi-general text, but pointed out, targeted me. So I seen this. I was like, you know what? The bullying stops here. I'm sticking up for myself. I wrote her back respectfully. I was like, girl, I hate telling people what I did for them, but I had to tell her. I did this, that, this, and the third for you. And I didn't have to do nothing for you. I didn't owe you anything at all. And I outed. I was like, come to find out you were using me. The girls already told me you were using me. The girls ended up telling me everything about her needing a last minute outfit, writing in their group text talking about, hey, I might invite Sarah because I do need an outfit, this and that. They outed you. You wanted the room upstairs because you wanted me to be closer to you so you can have stuff to use. You were using me to be on this trip. And you are outed. And you lucky that I gracefully bowed out. And I just left and went and did my own thing. And I didn't cuss you out and violate you on your birthday. So I told her I was going to spare her. Because it was her birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like that. But she don't got to ever say anything to me again either. And I told her she was a freeloader. And that she was a bum. And she needs to situate herself before she goes out the country with herself or anyone else. And then I blocked her. So, I blocked her as soon as I wrote it, right? Because I didn't want to go back and forth. She was ready, was ruining my night. So the other girls was sitting right next to me. You know, they're in a group chat too. They're like, she left the group chat. So as soon as I blocked her, she left the group chat. I left the group chat too first, and then she left the group chat. Yeah. So I'm just like, if I left the group chat, why are you leaving the group chat? You are in a group chat with you and your friends. Why are you leaving the group chat? Oh, because I outed you. You know why you left the group chat? You were embarrassed because you were sitting there telling these girls that I wasn't shit. And then when I sat here and told them everything that I did for you, it made you look like the cappest bitch in the world. Yeah, you were shady as fuck and they all knew it and you were exposed. That's why you left the group chat after me. Because I outed you. I exposed you. I exposed you. They exposed you first, but I exposed you out loud. And then they didn't even care. They was like, yeah, she deserved that because, like, the way she was moving this whole trip, like, they were not on her side. They were definitely team me. But I didn't make them team me. They were team me on their own because I'm dope. I was like, I dope. Dopey shot. So, okay, so, yeah. And then what happened after that? Yeah, so they were telling me about everything that they gave her too on the trip. I'm like, oh, you're a little charity case over here. You came here and you invited everyone. It was making me feel like, girl, you needed everyone to help you pay for this house, help you pay for this, help you buy your cake. You were just trying to use everyone to afford a trip that you cannot afford on your own, just so you could try to one up somebody else. That makes you feel so low of yourself that no matter how much money you spend and no matter what you do, everything they do is going to continue to move the goalposts for you because you're not confident and happy with yourself. It didn't matter that the girl was in Miami and you were in Aruba. You still were jealous. It didn't matter that you had a custom diamond rhinestone outfit on and the girl outfit was way simpler than hers. You're still jealous. It didn't matter that you get to just do all these activities. She's literally just had a dinner. It don't matter because you're insecure within your own head, your own realm. You're not whole with yourself. Like, that's why you have to find yourself, because then you'll drag those emotions in to your friendships, your relationships, and it's not healthy to feel that way about yourself and then to make other people have to carry that burden on their back. I'm not the reason you don't believe in yourself, and I can't help you believe in yourself more than you can do it for yourself. I can tell you you're beautiful, I can tell you you're dope as much as I want to. If you don't believe it, it does not mean anything. It's not worth nothing. So that's why I cannot be friends with people who have insecurities, because it's draining. It's like dealing with someone with a drug problem. Literally. So I told the girls, like, you know what? At this point, I don't know what's about to go down when I go back to this Airbnb, because I don't know if bitches is going to be on fighting terms or whatever, because right after that, she removed herself from the chat. Them girls got on their Instagram story. The other girls are watching the story. I blocked her on Instagram, everything. Quick, with the quickness. Block on everything. She with Suki all like, oh yeah, bitches is talking crazy in the text. When bitches get back to the house, we'll see what bitches gotta say. Blah, blah, blah. Talking crazy. So I'm like, okay, well, bitches want to fight in Aruba? Bitches want to catch these hands in Aruba? Bitches want to run me my fade in Aruba? What's tea? Huh? Bitches want to in Aruba? What's up? Alright, come outside. Myself. So I'm like, alright, cool. Like, y'all want to fight in Aruba? So, like, they like, the other two girls like, no, we not fighting, none of that. And if bitches try to fight, we're jumping in. We don't know you, but we fucks with you, blah, blah. And they didn't like Suki. They didn't like her at all. Suki was Suki. And just think about how Suki act, but a worse version. She was Suki. So, we get back to Airbnb. It's quiet. I'm thinking that they're out. You know what I'm saying? But then when I look by the door, I see everybody like keys or whatever and shoes, and I'm like, oh, they can't be out because the keys are here. We only had 2 sets of keys. We had one, they had one. So I'm like, they gotta be in here. So they quiet as fuck. I start making noise. I start stomping myself up the stairs. I'm talking shit like, what was said, because what, blah, blah, blah. I started talking shit. I'm tight now, and I was drinking a little bit. I'm like, what was said, blah, blah, blah. Bitch had me spend my money, trying to violate me, blah, blah, because I don't care who birthday it is. I'm talking hella shit. I'm talking hella shit. I'm amped up because I want to see what was said, because bitches on the Instagram stories talking hot. So I pack all my stuff. The girl that we were with, she was staying by herself. She texted me and she was like, hey, I hope when you get back to the Airbnb, everything is copacetic, but if it's not, you're more than welcome to come stay with me. I don't have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here by myself, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I might take her up on her offer. It was really risky, but I felt at that point, I'm in a house with 6 girls that don't like me. The girl that brought me here and her friends, and none of them know me. I'm not about to stay here. It's giving Mean Girls, it's giving Bodies. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get as intense yet, but it's getting there. Like, I could see how things are just escalating. I'm like, I don't want to deal with none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I packed my stuff up, and literally it's like, what, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm packing my stuff up, bringing my luggages downstairs, and I'm tight, and I'm talking hella shit because I'm upset. I feel away. It was actually my first night on the trip really just like drinking, because the guy, when we went out, me and the girls earlier, the guy was giving us, we met some guy out there and he was just giving us drinks on top of drinks. Like, he was like some Italian guy. I don't know if he worked there or if he was just like hanging out with his friends, but he's like, yeah, shots on me. So I was a little lit because I was like, I'm stressed out, I'm getting free drinks, we having a good time finally in Aruba. So I'm back at the house now and I'm just like, I want to see what's up. I want to make sure I get my stuff out of here. I want to make sure nobody ain't picked the lock to my room and touch my things. And I'm a little heated, so I'm trotting my suitcase down the stairs one by one. Because I want to wake bitches up. Because I'm like, bitches was talking a lot of shit on these stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to wake up. It was giving Tanisha from Bad Girls Club. Ain't no sleeping in the house. It was giving that, so... nobody woke up. Well, at least not right away. So by the time I get the last of my luggage downstairs, I didn't even notice sitting by my door was the birthday bag that I got for Jezebel. And I look in the bag, I open, and I see that she put the hat back in there. So I guess she didn't want it, but she didn't put the dress. You know what I'm saying? The dress wasn't in there. So I grabbed the bag and I called my cab to the girl that we met, that we were at dinner with that night, to her Airbnb. So now the other 2 girls are like, oh my god, I'm so sad you're leaving. Are we still linking up tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, just wake up early in the morning and come meet me here at her spot. I'm not staying here. I don't want to be sleeping in a house with one eye open around a whole bunch of bitches that don't like me. I'm not doing that. And that's why I brought up the Shanquilla Robinson situation, because who wants to do that? I'm not blaming her for what happened to her ever, but you have to know when you're safe and when you're not safe. You don't need to let things escalate and get to like the point of no return or tragedy for you to take yourself out of situations. I knew that the odds were against me, and I knew that the second somebody did something towards me, I was going to see red. So before something happened in this private Airbnb house where we barely have any service, and it's not a safe situation, I need to go. I felt more safer with the girl that I met than with these people that I came on the trip with. So the 2 girls that came out with me, they told me they'll meet me in the morning. So as I'm leaving, I'm getting in my cab, and the other 2 girls are helping me pack. I see Jezebel just come, and she's just standing at the entrance of the door. She's not saying nothing. She's just standing there, stink face, mean mugging. So I told the girls, I was like, yeah, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Travel safe, whatever. And I just get into my cab and I leave. So I get to the girl's house, you know what I'm saying? Me and her chilling. She had a pool in her little condominium. She had a nice little suite. We ate, and then after that we woke up that morning, and then the 2 girls actually came and met us. And when they came over, they came bright and early with their luggage and everything. They was like, yeah, when we got back in the house, they were asking us, where did you go? If you went with a guy. Oh, she has a boyfriend and she's going with a guy. She's a whore, this and that. And the girls was like, first of all, she went with her homegirl that she met on the trip. Like, that's who she's with. She's not with a guy. But even if I was, like, why are y'all in my business? That's the problem. Why are you guys in my business? Like, you're so focused on me. I would never be in another country and it's my birthday and I'm worried about somebody else, what they're doing, what they're not doing, who they're doing it with. That's giving misery. Misery. And misery loves company. So I don't want any more parts of that. So next day, us four, we go out to have breakfast and then we go and do some activities on the beach. We did, I think, parasailing and then some other stuff, but we had a good old spanking time. It was a nice last couple of hours on the trip. We went back to her spot, we took pictures, and then we went to the airport. She was staying in Aruba for another couple of days, like I think 3 or 4 more days, and we were going back home. So when I got to the airport, me and the other 2 girls, we all had separate flights. We said our goodbyes. And I was hoping to see Jezebel at the airport because I believe we had similar flights or whatever, but I didn't end up seeing her. I don't know if she changed her flight or what she did, but she was not on my flight at all. She was not on the check-in line. She wasn't nowhere to be found, which I didn't care, but I wanted to see her see if she had something to say to me. But she wasn't there. So when we get back to New York now, my mutual friends is hitting me up literally the day that I land. Like, my mutual friends is hitting me up like, girl, what happened in Aruba? This girl's going off on her Instagram stories. She's talking about you ruined her trip, how you came into the house and divided everybody and all this stuff like that. I'm like, me? I had the power to come to your Aruba trip with all of your friends and divide the house? Me? I did that? That shit was ridiculous. I was just like, don't believe the hype. Consider your source. They was just like, yeah, she was saying all this stuff. I'm like, listen, she can't blame herself because that would have to take a lot of self-reflection. So she can't tell herself, hey, I dropped the ball on my birthday. I wasn't prepared financially. I wasn't prepared wardrobe, makeup, hair. I didn't come prepared. And then I grouped a whole bunch of girls on this trip that do not know each other, that I don't really hang out with on a daily basis, and I expected this whole thing to come out perfect, and she don't want to take responsibility. She don't want to take accountability. So for her now, I am the one who ruined her trip. What makes it worse is not only that I ruined her trip, is the fact that I opened the gift bag. I forgot to tell you guys, I opened the gift bag that she gave back. The hat with the diamonds on it. It's covered in motherfucking makeup. Like smudges of makeup. Like, it looked like somebody like literally had touched all the makeup on their face, and it was just like, I was just like, so you gave it back, and it was a light pink. So you gave it back knowing that it was ruined. Because I'm like, yo, it's covered in diamonds. For me, all the diamonds are hand sewn. So I would have to take these diamonds off to try to get it clean. It might not come off. I was just annoyed. Like, I didn't know what to do with that hat. That's why I said I threw it away, because I felt like I don't like to keep items from people that has touched it in a certain way and they have like bad energy towards me. They don't wish me the best. They don't like me. They don't see it for me. Envy, jealousy, whatever the case may be. I don't like to keep stuff from people like that, or people that has touched that stuff. Even all the times when remember I told you she used to come to my house and borrow all my clothes? She still has them to this day. I've never asked for them back. I did not want them back. You can have it. Even the girl that stole my shoes, you can have it. Take it. I don't want it back, because I don't know what type of bad juju's on it, and I don't want none of that in my premises, none of that in my house, and nothing on me. I'm from Haiti, y'all. I'm Haitian, so I'm very much into like that spiritual culture, and I believe in spirits, and I believe in people damning you and putting their prayers, their bad prayers on you, and things that you touch. That's why you're not supposed to share anything. I learned my lesson. I learned. I don't need nobody going to the witch doctor about me. That's why I don't let my stuff out no more. Well, But all in all, one thing I will say is that this was the smoothest friendship breakup I've ever had, because after that day I not only never spoke to Jezebel, I've never had like a back and forth for her on Instagram. We never seen each other again. We never crossed paths again. Oh yeah, I think I seen her once when I went on a date with this guy, and she was bartending at the spot local near my house because she lives not too far from me. And she didn't say anything. She was just watching. I'm pretty sure she gossiped a little bit about it, but what could she say? I was looking good. So yeah, we had a good friendship breakup because things just ended there. Of course, there was a lot of things that I found out that she was saying behind my back, and the reason why I knew these things were true was because only she could know certain details, because I was taking her certain places. Like when I would go out with my boyfriend or do certain things, I was bringing her along. So the only way that those type of informations that she was saying, even though it was lies and gossips, there was certain truths in it, was because she was there. So I was just like, this girl was never my friend. This girl was envious. She was jealous the whole time. She used to knock down all my inspirations. Like I remember one time I was like, oh, I want to create a Instagram page and put all my fashion inspirations there, make it like a lookbook for myself and other people to see my vision and what I really like other than what I design. And she was just like, it don't make no sense. Like, who's gonna manage it? You're gonna manage 2 pages? That's dumb. Instead of telling me, hey girl, go for it, the sky's the limit, Instagram offer you opportunities for you to put multiple pages up. So yeah, the sky's the limit. So many people have multiple pages that they run on their social media profiles. So it was just like, she was just one of those friends, and she was watch facey. She was just miserable. I'm so happy I'm not friends with her, because at that point in time, even though I seen so many red flags, I wanted friends. Like, I wanted to be socially accepted. I didn't care who it was from. Even if I saw salty little things, I just kind of let it slide over my shoulder, because I didn't love myself enough to understand that I needed to be around better company. You know what I'm saying? And that every opportunity is not a good opportunity. I need to always consider my source and take people at face value. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't let it get worse. So I'm happy I've never been friends with her anymore. I don't know what she's doing in her life now. I don't see about her. But yeah, that was the story about my bad girls trip to Aruba, you guys. So let me know how you feel in the story. Let me know how you feel in the comments. I'm saying let me know how you feel in the story. Let me know how you feel in the comments about how you feel about the story. Did you guys think I was wrong? Did you guys think they were wrong? Did you guys think we all could have did things differently and much better? I know I could have did a few things more differently. I could have spoke up sooner about certain things, and then I could have been a little less petty by not staying in and not going out, knowing that I felt away. But everybody could have did things better, but I definitely think that they had me fucked up. They had me fucked up, and I didn't like my trip there, but I loved experiencing Aruba. It was so beautiful. If you guys ever go, make sure you carry a lot of sunscreen, because I did get sunburned out there. And I'm gonna end off this story time by saying, if you're not gonna do anything else, like, comment, and subscribe. But if you're not gonna do anything else, you guys, make sure you pour it into your motherfucking self. And that's a wrap. Bye.